In continuation with their youth empowerment drive, the National Youth Service (NYS) has recruited over 360 corps members into Batch 5 after successfully recruited, trained, deployed, and certified Batch 4. The recruits are presently at the Peace Mission Training Center undergoing the usual 21 days orientation. While addressing the media, the Executive Director of the National Youth Service, Muhammad Onana Jallo, said the National Youth Service Act was enacted in 2016, but the agency started full operation in 2018, and to this time they have trained 4 batches. He also started installing nationalism and patriotism in corps members. He re-echoed that the NYS is not only for national cohesion but national development, thereby calling on the corps members to take full advantage of the opportunity. He also categorically stated that the NYS is not a job but an opportunity to have a job.
So the 21 days makes our corps different from other graduates. Here we train them nationalism, patriotism, selflessness, to be job ready and prepared for wherever they might go to look for job. So that's the difference between our corps and other graduates. So it's obvious, anything you really want to achieve becomes very energetic, and I think there is no reason why I should not serve in that capacity very well. However, we know major problem we have had in the past and still having is people attempting to use the National Youth Service as a backdoor, bringing fake results, people who've not graduated, attempting to apply for the service. So these are the things we meet. But yes, as you said, as energetic as we are also, we are trying very hard to make it right. Since year one, we have been an institution that have been able to cater for more than 30% of women at all times. We have brought to this camp a disabled, a physically blinded person, somebody who is 100% visually blind, and she successfully went through the training. We have brought albinos to this camp. We have brought single-legged disabled to this camp. This year is no exception. We have a female who has lost both legs in an accident since she was 4. But the fact remains she's a graduate. And to us, what we look for is you must be 35 years and below. You must be a graduate, a degree graduate from a university or a college recognized by the statutes of this country. So to us, disability is not a reason for you not to apply. You being a woman is not a reason for you not to apply. This year, we are boasting of up to 46% female representation in Batch 5. Yes, so you see, the National Youth Service Scheme itself is for both private and public sector. But I always say the advantage, the greater advantage is always to the private sector. Because when you have a private institution, you always put aside budget for staff recruitment, which is 90 to 80% of your budget for every year. But if you now have graduates who you will use for the period of 1 year, serving as National Youth Service corps, you're not going to spend as much as what you have been spending. And you'll be very guaranteed of having people working for you for a period of 1 year, with no doubt. I have this experience of working with the private sector, where they train, they recruit and train and invest so much in people, but yet, in as much as they serve in those institutions, they have eyes looking for greener pasture at all times. But in this case, when you have these graduates, you can use them judiciously for a period of 1 year, at least with low cost. So that's where the advantage comes to the private sector.
Also giving an overview of the duties and the responsibility of the camp coordinators, the Deputy Commandant of the Peace Training Center, Lieutenant Colonel SPV, stated that they are installing discipline in corps members so that when they go out, they will know how to behave themselves and also to be patriotic in order to serve their country. He also called on corps members to take each and every training given to them with all seriousness, as it may help them in the future.
Of course, this is not a strange training. This is the 5th batch we have trained at this center. And we have specific rule in as much as we also have civilians who also come to give guest lectures. But our role as military personnel, because of the discipline aspect of us, we impart discipline to them, and we also at least tune their minds to, respect the job for whatever job in future they will have. So our role as military personnel is to at least teach the corps about discipline and how they should, handle themselves if they go out in case they are employed.
Kadiatu Kamara, a disabled corps member of Batch 5, also stated that disability is not an inability, which she stated that she is determined to go through the training, although it's very difficult for her, but with the help of colleagues, she knows that she will definitely conquer the odds. She called on other female disabled to take advantage of the National Youth Service.
Well, I feel good because just like when Kito can say disability is not inability. Because some things say when you be disabled somebody, you're not going able to do certain things in our life. But I look at the challenges and I try to go forward. No matter what we try to do, I still able to do the training and other things. So I feel good for the part of the NYS training. I know they get no discrimination. But there are a lot of challenges like the movement, but yet still at the couple because it's not easy. As you can see, the road not too good. So they get a lot of challenges in the movement, but yet still at the couple with that. First and foremost, the thing where I will feel say you will happen after this training, getting a job. Then the whole thing for me. I think say I will fit in a better job. We go able to make a sustainable life for tomorrow. Take care of myself.
For Star TV News in Freetown, George Elliott Sam reporting.